All right, everybody, so as you could see, the car is absolutely ditched. It has been driven through fields. It has gone up to Scotland where it's, frost, snow, everything. So this car is the perfect showcase for what I'm about to talk next. So coming into the winter months especially, this carries, again, through all the 4 seasons, wherever you live, but the winter is the most important because in the UK, when you start getting salts and other debris that you won't find in the spring and the summer, if you don't get rid of it in the pre-wash, now if you break that word in 2, obviously something before the contact wash, if you just rub that into the paint, it will really show. And don't ever forget this phrase, that whatever we do and the work that we really put in during the winter months will really show in the spring and in the summer months. So if you are not diligent enough, or you just can't be bothered and you just, I'll just give it a quick wash, the paint unfortunately doesn't lie. It is your best friend that nobody sometimes asks for the opinion, but the paint, as soon as it hits into the direct sunlight, will show. So this car was left in this state on purpose, and because we're doing this in a consecutive order of product, I'm going to obviously not rinse this car, and I've got citrus in here at 5:1, okay? So this is kind of like a go-to standard for dilution ratio if you've got anything high to medium dirty level and above that. So again, you've seen the dirt, you've seen the contamination, you've seen the kind of the embedded dirt. Let's just call it dirt for the sake. And again, no water on the car. It's got a little bit of rain on it. And you're about to see what this is about to do to this. So what I like to do, if you've got your own car and you're an individual that likes to wash it weekly, I normally say, let's do it kind of in the lower half, okay? Now, on a car like this, if you are kind of looking after your friend's car or family member's car, you can hit the citrus all over the place, but still, I'm gonna go in the lower half. It's just, that is where the major buildup is. Now the citrus is actually quite a neat product. So by concentration of raw materials, which is the important part here, this is the strongest citrus pre-wash currently in the world by volume, all right? So what does that basically mean? Per every mil of citrus, whether it's neat, diluted, whatever, you are getting the most raw materials per mil onto the car. Now that means a couple of things. If you are using it neat, by the way, this is very important, you can put this on neat straight out the bottle and it's going to be completely safe in the paintwork. It's not going to cause any of your typical staining or anything like that. Or if you do want to dilute it, it gives you a much greater dilution ratio. If you've got a super neat car, if you're doing door jambs, engine bays, door rubbers like this, it's an amazing product. It's got anti-molding properties, so if you are doing roofs, if you're doing anything like the rubber or texture plastic where mold has this susceptible kind of area to grow if you neglect it, this will kill it at the root cause. Now on contact, this is just melting. It's just running brown. Oh my goodness. So in the summer months, this is fantastic. So your typical kind of roadkill on the front. You probably would have remembered in the early days, I did a video that went absolutely viral. So in about 2019, when we were developing this, nobody knew what I was talking about at the time. And I did it at, I think it was like 10:1 or 15:1 or something like that, on a white unprotected Porsche Taycan, and it just melted everything. And that was during that heat wave. And of course, there was just a ton of roadkill and it just killed everything. Now, the important thing to note, if you don't have a foam cannon, or if you just want to, this thing doesn't exist, but when you say, I want to do a quick wash, literally, citrus on its own, you can play with the dilution ratios of it as in how you wish, but in this case, you can make it slightly stronger, put it on the lower thirds, the whole car, depending on how you want to do it, and 30 to 60 seconds and pressure wash off. This just literally leaves a squeaky clean surface. If you do the right dilution ratio as well, if you go waxes, sealants, coatings, it won't start to degrade it. I always say, use your common sense. If you think it's too weak, increase the dilution. If you think it's too strong, decrease the dilution. Now, if you've seen me harp on about this a lot, this whole cocktail kind of analogy. If you overfoam this now with the foam, this will once again act as the activator. The citrus in this case is the stronger product, all right? So with the citrus being the strongest, but you've seen how kind of runny it is. It's running off. If it's too hot or you are kind of being negligent with it, of course it's going to dry out a lot kind of faster than something that is a lot thicker. Now with the foam, it is now the activator. It's keeping it wet, it's keeping it moist, and the most important thing, it's keeping it activated, which is where you want to be at. Keep this on a car of this level of dirt for as long as possible, and you will have world-changing results. Now, of course, for the sake of this demonstration, I'm not going to be overfoaming it. I just want to show you the true power. It's ridiculous. Get it into all the nooks and crannies to where it runs down. This is a killer product. All right, so it's been on the car for about 60 seconds tops. I'm going to do you the fairest test that I can. I'm going to rinse it now. As you can see, I've got my 40-degree nozzle on. So I've got a wide fan. I'm not kind of trying to break a test with like a 10-degree nozzle like everybody else seems to be using. So 40-degree nozzle. I've got max flow, low PSI. So I'm running at about 750, 950 or something like that PSI. So it's extremely low, right? So the pressure's not getting anything off. We're going to now see the true power of the citrus. Watch this. All right, guys, so you've seen what a pro-grade pre-wash can do. Now, if you look at the water behavior on the car, it is, you know, as flat as a pancake, which basically denotes that the car is extra sticky. So anything that's hitting the car is sticking on the car. Now, our citrus at, you know, quite a good dilution ratio, 5:1, has managed to, in under 60 seconds, hit, dwell, and remove pretty much everything. Now, once again, the word discerning individual. If you are a discerning individual, you should, at this stage, if citrus is all that you're using, you're cleaning and washing the next stage, almost a clean car. That is what the goal you want to be at. You don't want to be dealing in knee kind of high levels of mud and, you know, scratch and rock around the paint. You want to pre-wash the car, get rid of everything, contact wash it, rinse and repeat, my friend. So this is what a pro-grade pre-wash is capable of. That is what it is designed to do. And again, citrus is one of our best-selling products for this exact reason. So I hope, obviously, the camera doesn't lie. I hope it showed you what it's capable of. If you've got, obviously, a car that's more protected than this, cleaner than this, you wash it once a week, and you know you drive it kind of in a discerning manner, knock it up to, you know, 10:1. If you've got a car that you've driven 5,000 miles in dry January salt, 5:1, 2:1, 1:1, use it how you wish, even all the way at full strength, straight out the trigger, it's completely safe. So I hope this helped, and as always, I will catch you all on the next one.